Nuking the competition. Today we're taking a look at Hiya Toys Exquisite Mini Robocop 2 Robocain. Welcome back. So Cain from Robocop 2, it's a character we really haven't had a lot of figures of over the years. We've got a lot of Murphys and Ed 209s, but not a whole lot of Cain, so it's really great that Hiya Toys has finally done one. So looking at the packaging here, it's a solid box, so we don't actually get a look at the figure itself. We do get some pictures of Cain around the sides and on the back, and another picture there. So before we open them up and take a look, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It really does help my channel grow. Let me know what you think of this figure. Will you be picking up Cain, or do you collect any of the Hiya Toys Robocop figures? Are you maybe waiting for a 1/12 scale version, see if they're going to make that? Let me know. So let's get him out and see how he looks. So with Cain out of his packaging, we'll measure him up. As you can see, he stands about 5.5 inches tall to the top of his head there, or about 14 centimeters. And unfortunately, my Robocop figure is still in the mail, so I can't really do a size comparison of him. When I do review Murphy, I will show a comparison between the two. But here is Ripley from Alien from Hiya Toys, a similar sized figure from Robocop, I imagine. So you can see that he is quite a bit bigger than your normal human sized figure there. Now Cain doesn't bring any accessories, so we'll go ahead and take a look at him. He doesn't really need a whole lot. He is fully armored up and everything, ready for battle. There is a battle damaged version of Cain with a different head that has the monitor on it. So if you prefer that look, that is available. It would have been nice to have the swap out head for this guy, even if it was a little bit more expensive than that. The only accessory that I kind of would have liked would be a container of nuke, since that was his main motivation for doing everything. But we didn't get that, so taking a closer look at the figure. The paint that they've used is really, really well done. It's got this kind of dirty metal look. It just catches the light just at certain angles. You can see it looks like grease and stuff like that all over him. Just picks out that kind of fine detail, the worn damage on there. You see it on his head. Really nice. He does have his gun and everything on the shoulder here. It doesn't articulate at all. It is fixed. Of course, he has multiple arms. This kind of grabby arm here. A little bit of copper on there. This is all like multiple articulation points on it, so you can kind of pose it however you want. Same with this hand or arm. Multiple points of articulation. The thumb is articulated on this. These fingers aren't, they're fixed. As you can see all along the figure, there's all these kind of wiring and tubes and everything that just kind of go around. It's a flexible rubber, but you will want to be careful handling it. You don't want to damage any of that stuff. And of course the shoulders do rotate around like that. No ports open on here for like where he puts his nuke in or anything like that. It's all kind of one solid piece there. You can see the radioactive symbol and different colors for the wires and that. So you move down to his waist area here. All these pistons and everything, they are kind of fixed. They don't actually move or anything. He's got his arm on this side. Again, multiple articulation points all around it. And then his great big Gatling gun, his cannon here. And he does have his hand. It does move up and down here. Can be a little bit tricky when you have it fully up in there, but you can just kind of get like a butter knife or something and pry it out. And more of that great wiring and everything. Cain skipped leg day, So he's got tiny little legs, just like in the movie, kind of a, I think, intentionally sort of goofy looking. See the caution symbol there and his crazy looking toes and everything. He doesn't have any kind of peg holes or anything for diorama. Going up the back, more of the tubes and all like the little details and everything. Yeah, I really like it. It's a really cool design, a different take on a Robocop compared to Murphy and Ed 209 and everything. I really like all the tubing and everything, the ammo belt on his Gatling gun, and the dirty paintwork really highlights some of the detail in that. Yeah, it's a really nice looking Cain, and it's great to finally get one. So looking at articulation, Cain is a little bit limited due to his design, but you do have a ball joint on his head there, a little bit of side to side and up and down, not a whole lot, but he can rotate all the way around. For his main arm, you can raise it like that. It does have a elbow there, and then the hand goes up and down, and the thumb there is articulated. And then, as mentioned, this has a swivel at the side here, a elbow joint there, elbow joint there. The claw doesn't open or anything like that, and this whole shoulder section does rotate all the way around. Again, just be careful of his wires and everything on there. Same thing with this side. That arm does go right there. You do have the elbow, which the hand does pull out and down. And then this other arm goes out to the side, does that, and then has articulation there. Very General Grievous, the forearms there. It does have a little bit of rotation at the waist, not a whole lot. As for the legs, they don't spread at all, but he is able to kick back very, very well. Go forward well. Have the single bend knee there. A good range of movement in the foot as far as up and down movement goes. And there is no side to side or anything. There is just a tiny little bit of toe articulation there. He can be a little bit tricky to stand, just because he is so top heavy, especially if you have like the arms out. But he's not too bad once you get him in a pose. He is pretty well just in one position anyway, because of the way the design of the figure is. You're not really going to have him in crouching poses and stuff like that, but as you can see, he is able to stand. Just some of the more dynamic poses, if you want him on one foot or something, you'll need an additional stand to kind of hold him up. And there we have Cain from Robocop 2. Really nice to finally have a Cain figure come out, and at such an affordable price. There were model kits and stuff like that, and there was a statue that was based on the miniatures, but that was really expensive. This is a $40 figure, and even at that price point, I think it's really nicely detailed in the paintwork. I especially love the dirty silver look that they've given to him. Cain is not a clean guy, so he shouldn't be looking pristine in that. Like I mentioned, it would have been nice to have the nuke or the swap out the head in that, but at least that other head is available if that's a look you want. I prefer this look, but options are always nice. It'll be interesting to see if they do any of the bigger Robocop robots in the 1/12 scale Robocop line. So far we've only seen Murphy solicited, so I imagine if they do make a Cain and an Ed 209, they will be expensive, but probably not a whole lot more than what NECA would charge, unless they go the die-cast route, which they did with Robocop. That would be really interesting to see how that turns out. But as it stands, I'm really satisfied with this guy. I think he's going to look great with Ed 209 and with Robocop, and it's great to have him. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.